Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is Lilith from Love, Nature, and Beyond. Today we're going to be doing a general card reading. It's going to be a timeless message. We have three groups today. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. And basically what we're going to be doing today is just talking about whatever's happening generally in your life right now. We will be pulling other messages as well. So we'll pull a love message, we'll pull a career message, we'll pull like some other general things that could be going on in your life. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus on what deck that is calling to you. I feel like I need to move these up, so I'm going to do that really quick. Let's move them up so you can see them a little better. And let me tell you what kind of decks I have here. I have the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck with this lovely little soapstone skull. I love him. He's so cute. I also have this little, I guess he's a bear. He's a little soapstone bear. And this is the Modern Witch Tarot deck right here. And for group 3, we have the eagle. He looks like an eagle maybe. And this is the Spellcaster's Tarot. And anyone who chooses group 3, just be warned that like the swords and the wands are actually reversed. So, where swords are normally fire, where swords are normally air, they are fire in this deck. And where wands are normally fire, they're actually air in this deck. So just a heads up on that one. If you feel like I'm reading stuff and you're like, what is going on? So anyways, I want you to take your time. I want you to just think about which one you're really drawn to and take a deep breath and let's get right into it. All right, well, you can put this on pause now or I will see you soon. Bye. Hey, group number 1, if you chose the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck and this beautiful little soapstone skull, then this is going to be for you. We're going to be doing a bunch of different little messages. I'm actually going to sit him on top of my pink stone there. So I have a bunch of messages for you. We're going to be doing some general messages today. So this is going to be a timeless message. Let me get my hair out of there. This is going to be a timeless message. This is something that you can come back to and like choose another number. If you feel like this particular one doesn't resonate, make sure that you stick around and check out the other groups as well to find out which one most resonates towards you. So whatever messages that come out of here, group 1 is the one that I'm going to take. So we're just going to do generals. Like I said, we have a ton of oracle cards to pull for you as well. So I'm really excited about that. So let's get right into the reading, shall we? All right. So what does group 1 need to know? What is the message for group 1? Okay. Let's do this. What is the message for group 1? All right, so automatically I have the Hangman. And let me just put this towards you so you can see that. I have the Hangman. I have the 8 of Cups here. Hangman, 8 of Cups, huh? Oh, this one like almost flew away. You have the Knight of Cups here. Oh, here we are. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. What else is for group 1? The Ace of Wands. My goodness. Okay. We have, the Knight of Swords. Wow. We have the Justice card. Let me just rearrange these. Let's move this guy out of the way because I feel like you can't see with him in the way. We'll put him over here. Yeah, let's put that there and there and there. All right. These cards are just like bouncing on it. Oh, the Lovers. Okay, I see what's happening here. So I'm really just gonna bring this up as much as possible here so you can see as much as you can. I hope this is helpful. And we're only going to do a couple rows here. So let's bring that up too. Oh, okay. The 9 of Wands. Okay. The Fool. Okay, group 1. Okay, Queen of Cups. Sorry, I just want to make sure that I pull all my cards first before I start talking because I want to see the bigger picture. I am seeing you stepping into a new territory. This is kind of exciting. All right. Okay. All right. Group 1. So I feel like some of you have been really, really impatient lately and have really wanted to get things done. I almost feel like there might have been like a relationship or something like that that you were just feeling impatient with, and you have been having a hard time making a decision of whether you would walk away or not from this relationship because it's just been so difficult for you. And this could even be like a job or something like that you're trying to contemplate on walking away from. Like you could be really frustrated right now and you're just like, man, I really need to leave this behind me because it's not serving me right now. And I kind of feel like in this energy with the Knight of Cups here, I just feel like, you're taking more responsibility for your own emotions. Like you're actually thinking about what you want to do before actually doing it. But like what's on your mind right now is like either a new start, like a new relationship or a new job, something in the home that's brand new to you. Like it seems to be what your main focus is. I just feel like I need to center these cards a little bit more but as I'm doing this, but I just feel like it's like your main focus right now is to start anew. And this new beginning, this new start that you want is like a brand new journey for you. Like this is something that you're not used to doing. So if it's really about a relationship, because I'm kind of feeling like some of you are like literally this is about an emotion that you're trying to understand. Like it's like you're getting tired and impatient. You don't want to, like if it's a job, you don't want to work there anymore. If it's a relationship, you're trying to figure out what's going on and you feel like it's not moving in the direction that you wanted to move in. So there's two different things coming out here for me. I'm feeling like some of you this relates to a job and some of you this relates to a person. So I mean that's really important to me too, because it just kind of makes me feel like you've been working on yourself. You've been trying really hard to try and get all your affairs in order. But it just seems like no matter how much you try, you just keep on getting frustrated and you keep on thinking to yourself, I need to walk away from this because I need to take care of myself. I need to have self-care. It also, like here, it's so funny because like I really am feeling like this is more about a relationship than anything, because we have like the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, like all in this row over here. And the more I think about it, the more I really feel connected to saying that this is all about being in a relationship, and there might not be a lot of equal give and take. There might be like an unrequited love, like one person has rules that perhaps maybe they put against you. Like it's just like it has to be this. Like it feels like it's rushing in. It feels like the relationship is going somewhere. It feels like even like I keep on getting job and relationship for you guys, group 1. So it could be both. It could be the fact that everything in your life seems to be moving so quickly, or just not in a way that you wanted to move. Like you wanted to move quickly in a way that's productive, but it seems to be like stalling and holding you back. So if it's a relationship, like you feel restless in it and you feel like it's holding you back. But if it's a job, it's the same thing. You know, you feel restless and you feel like it's holding you back. I also feel like some of you like are looking to revamp your job or revamp your business or revamp where you work. I like strongly, this message is coming in for me for both business and love. Like strongly it's coming in. Like I feel like you might be doing too much work and like you're really not in balance of things. I feel like it's really hard for you to either balance work and your relationship, or balance your emotions in your relationship. And some of you, I even feel like, you know, you want to bring the spark back into your relationship, but it's or start something new in your relationship and just kind of like shake it up a little bit. But it's been really hard to juggle like your work-life balance is maybe that's what I'm feeling right now. This is all about that work-life balance. I feel like you kind of have a hard time with that. Like maybe you've just been doing too much and not having enough time for your family, your partner, whatever. And it's really, so the Lovers is not just about like love relationships and everything. It's about equal giving, equal take, and doing what is best for the both of you or the whole of you. So if it's like for your family, like what's best for your family? Is it you working extra super duper hours, or is it more related to you slowing down and taking time for them and doing a little bit extra for them? I really feel like there is no balance. I really feel like there is no balance with this Justice card here. Usually the Justice card is about the balance, but I'm not feeling the balance, right? That's the Libra energy right there. And I'm not feeling the balance of your work life. Like that's what I'm feeling now. It's your work life balance is not in tune. And I feel like you have a lot of things to do and it's just all coming in so fast, but you also feel like you're not getting anything done at the same time is what I'm also feeling. So a little bit of encouragement here I just want to say is that when you know, like this is a very, very short occurrence. Like this is not going to keep going, right? Like this is not something that's going to be like for the rest of your life. This is something that you have to push through right now in order to have that sanity, in order to get that balance. Like you have to push through the hard times in order to get to the better times. And if you are looking for an escape right now, if you're looking to move into a different direction with your life, with your family, just to make sure that you have that balance, you know, no one's gonna come after you and be like, that's a wrong decision. I think that people will support you on this new journey because you actually deserve that for yourself, right? You actually deserve to set your own energetic boundaries. You deserve to like come out on top, right? So you have this Queen of Cups. This energy is all about being more intuitive, creating your own energetic boundaries around things. And then you have this new perspective, this new journey, this new beginning with the Fool up here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can move my Fool down a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, so I just feel like, you know, it's really time for you to start creating those boundaries. And if it's directly related to your relationship, so that you know, I'm so sorry, these cards are just like slipping everywhere and they're just not the neatest, but it's okay. I just feel like, you know, you need to create these energetic boundaries, right? Like you need to create space for yourself to grow and to nurture and to be nurtured. I'm just going to move my camera up like a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. Not to me. No, we don't want to see me. All right, there we go. I'm still in my workout clothes, guys. All right. But really what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get you to understand that it's about nurturing yourself. It's about nurturing what you need, right? It's about going deep into your emotions, using your intuition, and really searching about what is it you think you need, you feel you need, right? Because you're a priority. If you burn yourself out, it's going to be very difficult for you to create anything new. It's going to be very difficult for you to like be more involved and bring back the fire back into your relationship. It's going to be really hard for you to like manage your home life, manage your work life. These things it's imperative. So I think like one of the messages that is just like screaming from this card pool is that you need to manage your work life balance and really pay attention to your emotions and feelings about either your work or schooling or your personal relationships. I think it's really important for you to start focusing on yourself and really start loving yourself. Well, I don't want to say love yourself, but it's more like showing yourself forgiveness and compassion, and being able to say, okay, I feel this way right now, and that's okay for me to feel this way. So I'm going to take care of myself by establishing a rule for myself. Like, I will only take on this much work at work, and I will only take on this much work at home, and I will spend more time with my family and my friends and things like that. Or I will create a boundary so that I feel safe within my body, I feel safe within my life, I feel safe within my job. And if I feel like walking away from this job, if I feel like it's too much for me, I feel like it's okay for me to do that, right? So I feel like that is the message. The message is like, if you are struggling right now trying to create a balance and you need to walk away from whatever situation that is haunting you right now, like, don't be afraid to walk away. Like, don't be afraid to walk away, Don't be afraid to create that boundary you need. Don't be afraid to do that, because you are worth it, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull up the tarot, because I feel like those are the messages that I'm seeing from your tarot right now. And the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull some cards related to your work, right? So, all right. Oh, I have one card just like flipped over here. What is happening? Okay. All right. So, what does group number 1 need to know about their job? Oh, wow, that was immediate, guys. I barely even did anything. Wow, look at this. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So if you're having a hard time right now, like I said, it's about you tapping into your own energy. I'm only pulling one from that deck because I have some other cards to pull for you. So let's keep talking about your work life right now. Let's keep talking about your work life. So I'm going to pull from Angels in Your Biz. I love this deck, guys. Like, I don't really see it being used very often. It's so simple and I just love it. So let's talk about your work life, okay? And then pull 4 cards. And then what these cards will be describing for you is going to be basically what you need, what you want, how you will progress, and how to make use of your energy, right? So the very first card we're going to pull is what you need. What does group 1 need? What does group 1 need in their work life? What does group 1 need in their work life? What does group 1 need in their... Oh. I only need one of these cards. So Spirit, which card do I need? Which card do I need? Let's just do another quick little shuffle here. What does group number 1 need in their work life? What does group number 1 need in their work life? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to take 2 of them. Look at this. What you need right now is to focus on a specific target, right? So you have the golden arrow. So you need to narrow down all of your options. I think that you're doing too much. You need to focus on one thing only. And it says outsource. Stop trying to do everything alone. And that's another thing too. So I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, well, if you have the outsource card, that also kind of tells me that, like, at work, you're picking up a lot more work than you should be. And maybe your boss or maybe you are doing too much. Maybe if you work for yourself, you're doing far too much for yourself. You're clouding up your schedule with things that are not useful to you right now. So you need to focus on a specific target and stop trying to do everything by yourself. It is not helping you. So let's find out what you want. What do you want? What does group 1 want in their business right now? What does group 1 want in their job right now? In their career? Look at this. It's time for you to take a break. You want some self-care. So self-care can be anything. Taking a bath, taking some personal days off, just spending time with your family, playing video games, doing anything that you want to do in order to refresh yourself, right? That's something that you want right now, and that's really, really important to you. I don't, you know, you kind of have to allow yourself, to get recharged, right? So when you're overwhelmed, it's really hard to recharge. And I think that that's why the self-care card came out for you. Let's see. And the third card is, how will you progress, right? How can you progress from this situation, basically, is the question. Group 1. How can Group 1 progress from this situation? Oh, whoa. I got cards, too, that just flipped over my hand. So we're going to do a little mini shuffle. How can Group 1... There it is. How can you progress? So it says social media. So I'm just wondering if that means that, you know, if you own your own business, maybe you need to market it on social media. Maybe you need to be more aware of how your presence is on social media. Basically, the other message of this is like your guides will create the strategy. So it's like, have trust and believe that like whatever the strategy is of like trying to outsource or taking care of self-care. I just got like a scenario in my head, like if you were hiring, like maybe using social media platform to hire is like what I'm feeling too. But just trust in the plan, trust in the timing, like the divine will have the right kind of timing and guide for you in your business or your career. And the last one is going to be, how can you make use of your energy at your job, at your business, at your career? And this card popped right out, and it is, look at this, manifestation. So the best use of your energy right now is to manifest what you need, right? So you need to create more time for yourself. You need to manifest what you need. You need to outsource. So that means like you need to have other people take care of some of the work that you've been carrying. Like maybe you're carrying too much work, you're doing too much, and it's really time for you to like start asking other people for help. So this outsourcing kind of makes sense because it's like you need to hire more people probably. Or if you're working by yourself, if you own your own business, this might even mean like you need to cut back on like the amount of clients you see or the amount of work that you're doing by yourself. The whole purpose of owning a business is not to work yourself into the ground. So if you own your own business, this message is for you. Please stop burning yourself into the ground. So obviously this message is probably for me as well. I have to say that. So this is for your work-life balance. This is what you need here. We're going to stop there at the work-life balance. And I also want to, I'm going to pull a couple of love cards here. So let's just pull a couple of love cards. Because we were talking about work-life balance. So this is going to be a love card. What does group number one's love, what is group number one's love message? What is group number one's love message as related to their reading tonight? Oh, wow. Forgiving and learning. Look at that. It says, as soon as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Look at that. I said it was time for you, you're ready to like leave some stuff behind because you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So now it's time for you to learn a lesson, right? All right. Any other love messages for group number one? Ooh, here we go. Oh, this situation involves a marriage. So this doesn't necessarily mean actual wedding, but if you are married, this is definitely for you. Right? Forgiving and learning. So you can leave the past behind and start anew in your relationship or whatever. But if you are married, this message is definitely for you. But if you are not married, this is more of like making a commitment. And I feel more like this is like you need to make a commitment to yourself. And like, even though this is a love message, this is like making a commitment to like really taking care of yourself. Like I'm feeling very connected to the self-care as I think about this for singles. If you're in just a regular relationship, it may be that you are starting to commit. right? So I'm just trying to come up with all the scenarios because I know there's going to be a lot of you watching. So I just want to make sure all the scenarios are there. But if you are not married, this does not mean that you're getting married, right? Or it could mean that you're getting married, you don't know. But this actually does not mean that you're getting married or whatever. But if you are married, I think that this message speaks specifically to the forgiving and learning card. You know, not carrying old mistakes into the new stuff. So your old mistakes could be like overworking yourself, not really spending enough time with your family, not really listening to your body, your intuition, things like that. You can't bring that into this new era, this new chapter of your relationship right now. So those are the 2 cards I'm going to draw for you from there. And then we're going to go into... All right. What qualities... And I'm going to bring out my numerology deck. What qualities does group number 1 need to focus on to help better their situation? What qualities does group number 1 need to better their situation? Oh, I have one flip in my hand. Look at this. Spiritual partnership. My camera's trying to focus. So I feel like this has a lot to do with like honing in on being open and vulnerable and honest to yourself and your partners, right? What else does group number 1 need? To surrender. Remember I said everything happens in its own timing. You have to just keep pushing forward and let go of any expectations, right? And just go with the flow. Then you have spirituality. There it goes again, right? Your guides will create the strategy for you. And I think this, even though this is for your business and work, I think this is still the same. The spirituality card. It's like, be more in tune. Be more in tune with yourself. Be more in tune with what's happening. Be more in tune with your vibration. Be more in tune with your family, right? Yourself. Whatever it is that you need to be more in tune with, that's what you need. Those are the things that you need to focus on, is creating that spiritual partnership where it feels so comfortable and so put together and so loving. And then your faith and spirituality, and like surrendering all the control and just allowing the universe to take control. Like, you're making the situation harder than what it needs to be, I feel like, for some of you. And like, it just makes sense to just release, right? Like, you need to release like thinking that you need to do too much, right? So I want to pull an affirmation card for you. And this is the Earth Power deck by, I believe, Stacey DeMarco. So, and I love this deck. So let's pull an affirmation from the Earth Power deck for group 1. Yeah. Okay. So you have Samba Island. It says, fertility of all kinds is my birthright. I am connected to all cycles of the land and sky. Healthy fierceness is something to be valued. Be patient, the time will come. I love that. See, be patient. So there's a lot of like, it sounds like there's a lot of rushing, but you feel like you're stuck. You're not getting anywhere. You feel like everything's on halt, and the universe is telling you to relax, surrender, trust in, have faith, your spirituality. Your guides will create the strategy. For some reason, that just keeps popping out to me. Not even like the social media part, but just the part that says your guides will create the strategy. Like, I totally wholeheartedly believe this. So this is a beautiful message. Your affirmation is a beautiful message. Let's see if there's one more affirmation for you. I'm feeling like I need to. Group 1. What is group 1's affirmation? What do they need to focus on? What do they need to... Oh, okay. Oh, you had 2. I'll take them. So you also have Troy. And Troy says, to exchange my gifts with the world is a positive act. Teamwork is necessary. Whilst I can learn from the stories of others, I can create my own mythos. Beauty is eternal. Revenge has consequences. So this is something that teamwork is necessary. You can't do everything yourself, right? And it says revenge has consequences. So I feel like this is really about you, like, don't try to force things to happen, right? Because forcing can be a form of revenge, I believe. Like, when you force things to happen, and also, like, karmically, like, forcing something to happen can also be a sort of a revenge. You also have, Temple of Isis, Ashwan. Okay. It says, I am open to be mothered. I can mother. I can heal my relationships and my life. My body is a miracle and can be healed of imbalance. So I believe that this card speaks about, like, not having work-life balance. You can fix your relationships, like we were talking about before, like your home relationship with your family, or your work life or your love life relationship can be fixed and balanced, right? So you can heal those things if you choose to do it. But you have to surrender, and you have to be more in your spirituality, more in yourself, more in the embodiment of what you need in order to accomplish that goal. And so last but not least, we're going to go ahead and pull a message from Spirit. I love these cards. So these are kind of my favorite cards ever. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these. Alright, so what is the message? What is the message from Spirit for group number 1? Message from Spirit for group number 1. Message from Spirit for group number 1. Message from Spirit for group number 1. Alright, here we go. I have this right here, so I'm going to go ahead and read that. Dearest you, there's only one you, and you have a unique path and a special purpose. You're supposed to have specific experiences in this world and meet certain people, but then it is up to you how you live and how awake you choose to be and how willing you are to grow and strip away what's false. Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to think a person is happier just because their outside looks good according to society standards. But you can't know anyone's internal experience. Compare yourself only to your past self. See how far you've come. Don't be distracted by what others are doing or accomplishing. Stay focused on what inspires you. That's how you get successful and find happiness. Want what you have now, not what someone else has. We love you immensely and know your journey ahead is sparkling with miracles and wondrous things. Trust. So there's a lot of spirituality here. This one's like, please trust us. Want what you have, not what other people have or what you think you need from other people. You actually need to trust that what you're doing is the right thing. What you have is what you want, right? And you can heal your relationships by, understanding that what you have is what you want, right? Does that make sense? So between your love, it's like for you, group 1, it was all about love, work-life balance, and like the internal struggle you might be having with that. And I feel like this is totally a really good and safe message for you. I don't know why. I just keep feeling like I need to draw you one more card, group 1. So I'm going to do that too. So group 1, what is the message for group 1? What is the message for group 1? I did have another message. Not this one, but the one that fell on the floor. Like flipped, fell on the floor right next to me. So let me go grab this if I can grab it, because it's a little bit far away. So I'm going to have to be careful here. But anyways, so as I'm trying to grab this, I'll just keep talking to you. I always seem to flip cards on the ground, right? And then have a hard time picking them up because I have nails. So goofy. All right, so dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully, and service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, Book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use the word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No, say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no gently but firmly, then go soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to the center, replenished and ready for more adventure. Group number 1, you guys, I told you self-care, didn't I? I said you need to take care of yourself. It's time for you to use your intuition. When I was reading the tarot cards, it said it's time for you to use your intuition, set some energetic boundaries, right? That energetic boundary could be as simple as saying no. And then you also have the self-care card, which is like, you need to step back and recharge and energize yourself. So I think that this is a very clear message for you guys. So step back, look at the whole entire situation, have a bigger perspective of it, because when you're in it, you can't really see what it is that's happening. So I think this is all about you just stepping back and really like taking a look at the bigger picture so that you can fix your work balance and your life balance, and then decide whether you want to move on from this job, or decide if you want to outsource and hire someone, decide if you want to if you can hire people, right? Decide if you want to say no to certain projects. Decide how you want to be treated, so that you're not taking on extra things, right? So I think that is where I'm going to leave your reading for now. That's what I'm feeling. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, group 1. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed this reading, so hopefully you did too. And I will see you guys later. Thank you. Bye. Hey there, group 2. If you chose the Modern Witch Tarot and this little bear, he's so cute. You want to see him? Look at that. Are you kitty pie? Oh, there you go. If you chose that, then this reading is actually for you. I'm going to lower my camera just a little tiny bit, so please excuse me. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to sit him right here next to group 1's little skull. I don't know if you can see him from here. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to be pulling a general. This is a general today. We're just going to ask your angel spirits and guides to be here. I feel like it's really important that I do that right now for some reason. So I'm just going to shuffle as I'm talking right now and see if I pick up any channeled messages. I didn't have any channeled messages for group 1, but let's just see if anything comes up for me. For you guys, group 2. So while I'm sitting here, I feel like group 2, you guys might be going through some type of tough time right now. Oh, look at that. As I'm talking, the devil comes out. So it could be like maybe you're struggling with something, like it could be some kind of addiction you might be struggling with. It could be codependency. It could be something related to like your health. I feel like you're struggling, right? So it feels like you're a slave to something. So it could be like food or substance abuse, or how do you want to say? I don't think it's substance abuse. So maybe it's like food, or like your health, or getting back in shape, or like not eating the right things. Like I said, it could be codependency for some of you. I'm feeling like it might be codependency. Let's just go ahead and put that out there as we're doing this, because I'm just shuffling and talking as we do that. So I'm kind of having this feeling like group 2, you guys, I just have like a bunch of stuff come in my head right now. Like I feel like as I'm shuffling here, like my stomach is burning and cards are falling out. The 4 of Pentacles. So some of you could even be having a hard time with your finances, right? You could be going through a financial hardship too. Maybe you can't stop spending money and you keep spending it on things that you shouldn't, or maybe there's too many bills coming in. and you just feel like all your money's going out and you feel like you should be saving money, but you're having a hard time doing it right now. There are things that you need that are absolute, but then there are things that you keep purchasing that may not be something you actually need, you know? And so I feel like, yeah, I'm really feeling like that's probably what you're going through right now. Let me see what else is here. Oh, look at these cards just falling out. So the High Priestess. Okay, so I have this sense that, like, it's possible that you've been trying to learn something for yourself, like pick up some new things for yourself, right? So I just kind of feel like, you know, you're trying to learn something new. And I think it's almost about yourself. Maybe you're trying to pick up finances, go back to school, things like that, you know? You're trying to do all these things and you feel like you're trapped, right? So some of you could feel like super trapped in whatever it is that you're doing. And, you know, you're having a hard time. Like, you're trying to save money, but like the bills are due. You're getting stressed out. So maybe you're resorting to indulging in too much food or too much booze or, you know, other things like that. And right now you're really in your emotions, right? Like, you're really feeling the emotions of this, right? And it's really bugging you because honestly, usually you're pretty level-headed, and I feel like things have just really started to like get to you, and it's been really frustrating. It's been really frustrating. It hasn't been the best time for you. And you're just in your emotions, and it's been hard for you to function. And I feel like you're bearing your emotions and things that you shouldn't. Maybe you're like indulging in like not really sleeping very much, or I think that's indulging too, when you stay up too late and then you have to wake up early, and then, you know, you're just a wreck when you wake up in the morning. You know, and if you're trying to bury your emotions and your feelings, you know, with other things, you know, it's really hard for you to actually face them, you know? And so you're walking around, and this is hilarious because you have the Everything is Fine card, and then you also have the 5 of Swords. So Everything is Fine is actually just the 10 of Swords, guys. So this card deck actually gives you the option of having Everything is Fine and the 10 of Swords in it. And I actually keep both cards in. So my deck is actually 79 cards. So if it comes up again, we'll know something's up. But anyway, so you know, you try to keep up appearances, and you're actually really at the bottom right now. Like, you have hit a place where, like, mentally, like, you're not in a good place. I feel like mentally you're just not in the greatest place, and like you've had to fight some battles and win them, but at the same time, these battles are just like, they're senseless, they're useless to you because they're not giving you the completion or the satisfaction that you need to push forward. And that's like, you know, some of you might be doing that in a relationship too, right? Some of you might be like trying to win these small battles because you've been trying to do things for yourself. And we have a few more cards that came out here too. So let's just see what's going on. So I have the King of Cups coming in. So yeah, here we go again, right? So you're trying to hold things together. You're trying to be the compassionate one and, you know, hold it together. Maybe not compassionate. I think more like aloof. Maybe not, but maybe you're not even communicating well. You could be, but I don't feel like you're communicating well right now. I think there's been a breakdown in communication. But you also have the Fool too. So I'm guessing that this is a new occurrence that has been happening. Like, you're trying to do something new in your life right now, right? You're trying to do something brand new. And it just feels like every time you try to do something brand new, it like overwhelms you, right? Like, I feel like everywhere you go, there's a battle. everywhere you go, there's a battle, and you're just getting tired of it. And I understand that, group 2. Like, group 2, you guys obviously have been working your butts off, and like, you're not taking time to relax and rest, and things are happening in your life right now that feel ominous. It just feels like I'm about to start a new row, so I have to put these down. So it just feels like no matter what you accomplish, there's always like something that has to go down that makes it fall apart, or like puts you in this place where you feel even more tired and even more stressed out, and it feels like there is no end to the circle, right? And I feel like some of you don't tell people, like I said, for communication, I feel like some of you don't like to tell people like how you're really feeling, right? Because if you do, then it's like, oh, they'll judge me or something like that. Like, I feel like you have this fear of being judged of what other people think of you. Actually, like, sharing what you're feeling and sharing what's going on in your life. But you really shouldn't be, right? Like, you have the power to kind of like lead your life the way that you want, right? With this Hierophant up here. I'm so sorry that the top is getting cut out. So hold on a second. Let me just pull my little thing back here. Maybe this will help if I just push all my cards up a little bit. But I feel like you can change the situation, right? You have the Hierophant over here. And like, you can't let other people be the authority in your own life and your own happiness, right? Like, you don't need to lie to people to like keep appearances. Like, I feel like you're just trying to make people think, oh, you know, this is who I am, I'm totally fine. But at the same time, like, on the surface level, you're like, I'm totally fine, but inside you're like, you're the end of your rope. Like, you kind of just, I feel like, you know what, I know that you guys want to have happiness, right? I know that you're looking for that happiness. I know that you're looking for that satisfaction. And, oh, look at this. The Ten of Swords came out anyway. Look. Look at that. I knew it was going to come out. What did I say? What did I say to you guys? Like, while you're hoping and dreaming and wishing that you are happy with your family, that everything is fine, that everything is set for you, it's just a facade. You have 2 Ten of Swords cards in one reading. I'm actually going to clarify this last Ten of Swords over here, because let's clarify that Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords for group 2. Group 2, the Justice cards come out for you too, huh? So you're not living a balanced life. You're focusing too much on keeping up appearances and what other people think of you, more than you are focusing on yourself, right? So here it goes again with this 5 of Cups energy. I have to pull these cards because I'm just like, what is going on here? You know, you have so much to live for. You have a lot of things going on in your life, and you need to think about the good stuff you still have left, right? That could be your family, your friends, your job, like whatever. And stop thinking about all the things that are bringing you down right now, right? If you're feeling trapped or stuck, like you're not making enough money, or your relationship is not doing well, or you're trying to learn more about yourself and you're going through that dark night of the soul, like, you have to allow yourself to go through a dark night of the soul. This is a process, okay? So we have the 3 of Pentacles here. This is a process. This is something that you need to learn. This is not something that's going to just miraculously fix itself. It's almost like you want results and you want them yesterday, and I totally get that. And I feel bad that this reading is kind of like that, but I have to say that honestly, you guys, I'm going to give you so much encouragement after this, because I want you to understand. So I mean, there is a lot of encouragement in this reading, and I'm going to give you a few words of it right now, because I feel like I know that this is describing whatever situation you're in. But I think that, like, the message here is that you have to look within yourself for the answers. You can't rely on other people to tell you what to think and how to do it. And you can't keep up appearances because you're worried about what other people think of you. Like, if you want to start a new life, if you want to be able to be the person that you've always wanted to be and escape this kind of life where you have to hide or lie or not communicate properly with people because you're afraid of what they might think of you. Like that's no way to be. That's no way to enjoy life. I actually have 2 more cards pop out. I'm going to stop shuffling this deck. So you have the King of Swords, right? And I'm looking at this card and I'm just like, you know what? Like, you can be in control of your own transformation, okay? You can do that. You have the right to be in control of your own transformation, right? You have the right to be creative and fertile, and you're like, nurture yourself, you know? Embody that feminine energy and start to, like, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Embody the female or the feminine energy and allow yourself to become strong and powerful, knowing that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. And you don't have to settle for the standards of other people, right? You don't have to settle for what other people think of you. You don't need to live up to their perceptions. And you don't need to create fake perceptions for yourself either. It's just, it's not that important. What's most important is your happiness, and other people do not depend on your happiness. It only depends on you. So the message that I'm getting here is really like, stop playing small. Stop hiding. Stop fearing. And take note of the energy. Just take note of what is going on in your life right now and learn the lesson from it, right? This High Priestess, learn the lesson from what's actually going on. Learn the lesson from if you're struggling with finances. Learn the lesson if you're struggling with addiction or being trapped in something that you feel like you can't get out of. Learn how to embrace your emotions. Embrace what's going on. Embrace the things that you have instead of the things that you don't have, right? Stop telling people that you're okay and that you don't need help. Ask for help. Right? There's all these different messages in here. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm like super passionate about this, but this is the message that I have for you here in the tarot. And I'm going to pull some other cards for you right now. I'm feeling a ton of energy around this. Thank you for dealing with me with that, because I was just like, there's so much I want to tell you. But I want to get to these oracle cards because we have so many to get to. I want to put these cards aside just in case. Look how many cards came out for you guys. It was a lot. So I'm going to just put these cards aside just in case we need them. We may not need them, but let's see here. All right, so I'm going to draw. First and foremost, we're going to draw for your business. So this is going to be the focal point of what you need to focus on in business. And then I have some other cards that are going to go around this one that's going to describe this even further. So what does group 2 need to know about their workplace or business? Oh, we had a card flip over. Actually, I'm going to flip that. I don't know if that was already flipped or not. So let's try that again. I don't want to just like take a card because it's flipped. So what is group number 2? All right. Look at this. What did I just say? You have a change card. Okay. And the change card says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. That's a great card. So, you know, I think this is a time for you to learn, right? You have to learn something new about your life, right? Like, we can't know it all about our lives. We have to be able to embrace what we don't know and get ready and prepare for the change so that we can transform, right? I said, you're in charge of your transformation and change is inevitable here. You have control over that, right? So, all right, well, let's draw from this deck here. This is the Angels in Your Biz deck. It's by like Emily Aarons, and I love this deck, guys. So if you've never, like, it's so simplistic, but it's just straight to the point. It makes me really happy. So we're going to call in, let's go ahead and call in, what do we want to do? Sorry, guys. I'm just like, my brain is not working right now. So we're going to do, what do you need? What do you want? How will you progress? And how will you make use of your energy? So those are the 4 that we're going to do. So the first one is, what does group 2 need for their job, business, or career? To network. So you need to start connecting with other people. You need to start, you know, making sure that you are talking to other people. And I also kind of asked for the business, but sometimes it really correlates with your personal life as well. So we can actually take this both ways, to be honest with you. What does group 2 want more than anything? What does group 2 want more than anything in their business, home life, career? You want to step out of indecision. Look at that, making solid choices. So you want commitment. So this kid, I even feel like this is like even in your personal relationships. So it sounds like you want commitment. Okay. So it needs, like, in order to change, you have to make the decision to change, right? You need to talk to other people who have been through the change as well, right? Actually, let me shift these to the other side. Sorry, guys. I'm shifting. I don't know if you can see all that. I'll just do it like that. All right. And then let's see here. How will you progress? How will you progress? How will group 2 progress? What is the qualities? What? Oh, I got way too many cards. Let's try that again. You guys, these cards are so big. It's really hard to. How will group 2 progress in their business, career, financial life? With self-care. You guys, you got to take care of yourself. It's time to take a break. You know what? Group 1 also had the self-care card. But I think that they had it in what they wanted. And you guys have it in what will help you progress. So remember I was telling you you're probably, you're doing a facade, like you're telling people that you don't need help, you're okay, all this stuff. That self-care really comes in for you, group 2. Oh. And it says how to make use of your energy is responsibility. I am not a victim. Guys, I didn't even ask the question. It came right out. And the last question was how to make use of your energy. And how that came out was I am not a victim. And what did we talk about in our reading, right? We literally just talked about not worrying about what other people thought of us, because that's victim mentality when we think about how other people treat us and things like that. So I resonate with this 100%. This is great. So it's like, hey, you know, take responsibility for your own emotions and actions and not let other people do that for you. They take away your energy when they do that, right? So if this is about your business, your financial life, right? This is about your financial life. That's what needs to happen, right? Like, not a facade, ask for help. You know, I am not a victim. Take responsibility for your feelings, your emotions, your communication. Step out of indecision, right? Really commit, right? It's a commitment. Like, commit to whatever it is that you're trying to change, and start talking to people, right? That talking, that networking and self-care, they work together. So like whether it's your business life or your home life or your financial life, it doesn't matter. This all applies 100%. And remember, this reading is a timeless message. So just to piggyback off of that really quick, I'm going to actually pull some love cards to see if there's any love messages for you. Let's see. Okay, group 2. What are the messages for group 2? What are the love messages for group 2? What's going on? Oh, did you see that? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So if you are having a little bit of trouble in your personal relationships right now, or your love relationships, you have to let go of all the control issues that you might have in this process. Like, you just need to just go with the flow, right? Do any other messages for group 2? Angels, spirits, guides, and guardians, what are the messages for group 2? Angels, spirits, guides, and guardians, what is the message for group 2? This could be the one. You've already made the romantic you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So if you're in a couple, then this totally applies. If you're not in a couple, then it's possible that you have come across this person, right? So this is speaking for many people, right? And I'm trying to speak for as many people as I can in this situation. So I wouldn't take this card literally either, right? So it could be that you have figured out yourself too, that you have been working on yourself. Like, let's say you're single, you've been working on yourself, and maybe you're all you need, right? You need to depend on yourself. And if you're single, and I say if you're in a couple, it's possible that this person is really the one, or maybe you've met a new person that could possibly be the one. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. That's really interesting to me. I think, let's see, are there any other love messages for group 2? I have a no, so I'm just going to put those down. We're going to draw affirmations for you. Let's see how many affirmations want to come out for you. So, let's see here. We're going to use this one for, let's just do like, let's do an affirmation for like self-awareness, right? So what does group 2 need to be aware of? What does group 2 need to be aware of? This card is called Wollumben Mount Warning. So if I mispronounce these, I'm so sorry, because these are actual locations, guys. I create my own destiny and opportunities. I am humbly eternal. I create my own destiny and my opportunities. What did I say with that King of Swords? You're in charge of your own transformation, right? You have control over that. Nobody else has control over that. I think there's another one in here for you, right? All right, group 2. What is the message for group 2? Ooh, group 2. You ended up with quite a few cards, and I'm feeling like you need all of them. So we're gonna take them all. So, right, should we take them all for group 2? Okay. So, first one is Mecca. And it is, I radiate my peace outwards. I have faith. I am devoted. I understand that forgiveness frees me. Ooh, I love that. We have, I couldn't read that. Let me see what it says. Obsidian walls, Yellowstone. I am protected. I am able to protect. I am reliably able to rid myself of negative energy. So that could also be the energy, the negative energy of thoughts of other people. So we're trying to get rid of that, right? Here's the next card. These are so beautiful, guys. Aren't they gorgeous? Fushimi Inari, Grand Shrine. I nourish myself and I'm open and completely abundant. I'm fertile in every way. I am joyful and happy. And there's that Empress energy. I'm fertile in every way, right? I am completely abundant. Like she is in her power, right? That's a great affirmation for you guys. And Lake Wanaka. Let me just show you that. Okay, beautiful. Peace begins with me. I choose to be peaceful. I am peaceful. Like, this is amazing. This is really good. Like, this is the message that you need to work with this week. If you want, just like rewind this part back, write these affirmations down and use them. I've used affirmations from this deck and it's just amazing. So just, yes, use it. Let's move on to the qualities. We're going to do the numerologies. We're going to do qualities you need to focus on going forward. So going forward, this is, let me just shuffle this one more time because I don't remember if I shuffled these after group 1 or not, but what are the energies that group 2 needs going forward? What are the energies that group 2 needs going forward? Where's the energy? Parenting. So nurturing yourself, that's that Empress energy again, right? Nurturing, loving yourself, self-care. Yes. All right. What does group 2 need to focus on going forward? Karmic completion. Breaking the cycles of the things that you keep repeating over and over and over again. It is time for you to put it into it. So you need to focus on karmic completion. What else does group 2 need to focus on going forward? Ooh, that one just like popped out. Adventure, have some fun. Stop worrying about like work and finances and all that stuff. Let loose, have fun. Go on a new, this is a new journey for you. So, you know, being different is a new journey. So just take the new journey by the balls. We had the Fool card over there and I was wondering what that was all about. And I guess it's about your adventure. It's about that. What is the other message for group 2? Oh, I had one flip over on my deck over here. Let me grab it. Moderation. So if you're spending too much money or indulging in things, you need to slow down, right? And then I'm going to pull one more card for you. What else does group 2 need to focus on going forward? New beginnings. Here we go again. The adventure in the new beginnings is a new start. Completes the karma, right? When you do something different, you claim that something different and it makes you feel better and you are better because you're nurturing yourself and you're taking care of yourself and you are fully in your power and you stand up for yourself and, you know, just show all the love possible for yourself and not worry about what other people think of you. Like what they say means nothing, right? Their happiness has nothing to do with what? You, right? Who cares? So the last but not least, I'm going to pull some channeled messages from Spirit. It's my tried and true deck. I love this deck. I just want to finish off with this right now because this is such a great deck. All right, so what is the message for group 2? What is the message from Spirit? Oh, here we go. And they just kind of look like postcards. If you've ever seen my other video, I love these cards. Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So to get answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that Spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit left stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you're proud of. Oh, I love this for you. So this is really about you stepping into your energy and seeing things from a different point of view, a different perspective, right? I just said to you like a million times that other people's thoughts of you should not affect you. So this is like one of those words of encouragement, like, don't let that affect you. Don't let that affect you. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's any other channeled messages, just from Spirit. I'm just hearing from Spirit right now that it's imperative for you to embrace who you truly are. It's imperative for you to really grasp who you are, who you want to be, and just focus on who you want to be as opposed to what other people see you as, right? Yeah. So I believe, is that all the messages for group 2? Yes. Okay. So I believe that's all the messages for you guys. As I'm sitting here channeling, I'm feeling all the energy. Group 2, you had a very powerful reading. I felt the energy all around me. Your guides were here. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched this and it didn't resonate, make sure you check out the other groups. Again, my name is Lilith. I'm with Love, Nature, and Beyond. If you really like this video, share, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be doing these once a week because, you know, I have a really busy schedule and I need an assistant. So, thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that I gave you some really good advice. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later, group 2. Bye. Hi, group 3. Why do I always mess that up? It's so easy, the word 3, right? Anyways, hi, group 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you picked the Spellcaster's Tarot with this little, I think he's an eagle. It looks like an eagle. I don't know if someone knows what this is, like a phoenix maybe. I don't know, but he's a soapstone and he's really beautiful. He's like marbled with like black and white. He's just so pretty. Anyways, if you picked him, and he's gonna sit over here. I know I had to push my rock out of the way because of the last tarot cards I have were like super huge and didn't fit in the screen. So I had like this beautiful, like huge rock. I actually kind of want to show it to you really quickly because it's just like, it's a huge like rose quartz. It's like shaped like a heart naturally. It's like one of my favorite pieces, and I use it for everything, and I keep it nice and dirty, and I like it all dirty, like it just came out of the ground. Anyways, we're going to be doing a general reading tonight, whatever time it is when you're watching this, right? So we're going to do a general reading. It's going to be timeless. And basically we're going to cover love, career, finances, whatever comes up in the cards, right? So I'm actually going to start this a little bit differently than I did group 1. So if you watched group 1 and you received messages from group 1 and now you're here at group 3 because you felt drawn to it, you will see that group 2 and group 3 have a different way of me connecting. I'm actually connecting to your energies, group 3. Right now I'm calling in your angel spirits, guides, and guardians of all who are watching this video from group 3. Please guide me into the general message that they need to hear tonight. Please guide me. I ask that the proper cards come out for group 3. And we're just, you know, that card wanted to come out, but it wasn't ready. So I'm going to channel some information here. I have some information. I feel group 3. I don't know. I kind of sense that maybe you're going through kind of a hard time too, group 3. I'm feeling like they're... Wait. I had one to fall on. Okay. So I feel like you could be in this place where you feel like you need to retreat. You need to be alone. It's time to get away from people. Like maybe you're tired of having people around. You know, maybe it's time for you to go within at this point. Like, I don't know why I feel like some of you went through a breakup and you just feel like you need to retreat, or you're feeling alone and you're feeling like you need to go within yourself. So I'm kind of feeling like there might be like a breakup or something that might have happened. I feel like you carried a lot of the weight on your own, like this 10 of Wands energy. I felt like it's possible that you carried the relationship, right? I knew I sensed a rough time. So I feel like you carried the relationship, and you carried, you know, you tried to do as much as you could. You tried to like appease to everybody and try to take care of everybody, or try to take care of your partner or your family, right? Look at this. It's literally the Lovers. Like, yes. Like, things are supposed to be equal give and equal take, right? And I think that you carried all the weight in the relationship, like I was saying, right? And, oh, stuff's coming out. What is this? Oh, look at that. Judgment. And so I feel like, you know, why did all these flip over in my hand? You guys, this is craziness. Do you see all this? Okay. So I just feel like, you know, you carried a lot of the weight in the relationship, and, you know, leaving this relationship was kind of like, or thinking about leaving the relationship if you haven't left yet, it just feels like it's you're ready to be reborn. You're ready to start fresh, anew, right? I don't know. I'm sensing that, like, if you haven't left your relationship yet, then you're thinking about it because you feel like you're doing too much. And if you have left the relationship, that's what you're thinking about, of all the things that you did. And like, it's kind of like the pros and cons of like, what did my partner do for me? And, you know, what did they do for me? They didn't do anything for me. You know, what did they do for me? Right? Like, that's like, I did everything. Like, that's what I'm feeling like, you know. I'm hearing like you were the one who took care of everything. And if you're single, completely single, and didn't get out of a relationship like recently, you might be carrying the weight of your family on your hands, right? Like, your family is expecting you to do things and you just feel like you need to be liberated and free from it. And I'm just trying to like think of all the scenarios and just try to channel what it could be as I'm doing this. We're just going to continue to pull cards, but I'm going to keep doing it this way and just let it come out as a channeled message for you, group 3. But I just feel like it's time for you to be seen differently. It's time for you to like make a new name for yourself, right? So like, you know, it's time for you. Oh, something flipped over. What is that? Oh, look at that. The 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles came out in the last one too. Yeah, so I feel like this has to do with like financial restraints. I feel like, ooh, something flipped over. Every time I keep talking, something flips over in the deck, and I know it's for you, group 3. Yeah, this could have been financial restraints that came on quite heavily, right? There was probably like some like you needed to help your family. Like I'm feeling like it just rushed in really quickly, and all of a sudden you were supposed to take charge of that. Like it just seems like it was really overwhelming. Maybe it came in really quickly, like some last minute bills or things that you weren't planning. And I think that was like, it was your job to take care of that finance or take care of that situation. I think there was like, or if there was somebody, like if you were with your partner or whatever, maybe they didn't use the money the way that they were supposed to use it. And there was just like some financial straining. Like you're supposed to be saving your money. You're supposed to be like, you know, but I feel like maybe you who is watching, like I feel like maybe you took on a lot of this responsibility for yourself. And you decided that you were going to do it because everything's supposed to be an equal balance, but you are the one who likes to carry all the weight. Maybe it's not that you like to carry all the weight, you just feel like you need to carry all the weight, and that's a big major difference. So that's what I'm also feeling, like you felt like you needed to carry that weight. And it was super important, you know, to carry that weight. Like so that you could pull through in that relationship. And like I said, if it's your family, like you're probably helping them out financially, right? Maybe helping your family out financially where they need it, because that's really important to you. And you just feel like it's time for you to be reborn and escape. And with this, like, you know, hermit, it's time for you to go within. You're kind of tired of being bothered by other people's energy right now. Like you really just want to spend time with yourself, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your family, whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling from that. Let's see if there's any other. Oh, I didn't even have to ask for it. It just came right out. Yeah, some of you guys are just wishing and hoping for things to change. You know, maybe you're thinking that things are going to turn around, things are going to be different, things are going to change, and that's totally fine. I think it's really good to be in that place. Yes, 3. Yeah, you're just waiting for things to come in. You're waiting for your big break. You're waiting for a chance to like prove people wrong and come back as a different person. You know, like live your own life and not have to worry about the rules of other people and how much weight you have to carry. Yeah, I feel like you're just waiting for that to come in, you know. And let's see, we have the 2 of Pentacles here. So, well, yeah. It looks like you had to make like a lot of financial decisions that you didn't necessarily want to have to make. And it could be that you know what, I keep feeling like somebody near you, not you, maybe have lost their job due to something going on. And I can't really decide like which one it is, but I feel like somebody might have lost a job and you took over the finances for that. So like it could have been like your partner that lost their job recently. It could have been like a family member that lost their job, or they can no longer work because of like illness or whatnot creeping up. And it's almost like you know, it's almost like you had to make all the decisions and you took on too much. It's just the whole reading's about you taking on too many responsibilities that don't belong to you, right? Like doing other people's energy and worrying about other people's energy instead of your own. And you're feeling discontent, right? Like the universe wants to give you that break, but you're like, it's like you'd rather be the person doing all the things instead of like focusing on yourself. Like you keep saying that you want to get away and you want to learn about what's going on within you, and you want to maybe, I had 3 cards fall out too, and I think that's enough. And then you maybe wanted to, I'm going to keep these in my hand anyway, I don't know why. But you keep wanting to be this different person. You keep wanting to change. And here we are with the Ace of Cups. Right? Like, you're in your emotions. You're in your feelings right now. You know, this is a very, like... This is all about you pouring out of wisdom. Like, it's just like you're giving all that you can emotionally to the people in your life right now, whether it's a partner or like what we discussed earlier. You're giving yourself away. You're giving your energy away. And it's really about being a little bit more patient. I feel like it's more about being patient. I think it's more about like receiving, right? You're giving too much and you're not receiving. And I think that's what's really coming in for me, is that you're giving away too much, you're not receiving anything. Right? And I think that's pretty similar to group 2. Like, they're giving, but they're not receiving. So I feel like you're giving all your energy away, but you're not receiving. You're doing all this stuff for these people, but no one's doing anything for you. Or if they want to do anything for you, with this 4 of Cups, you don't really want it, you know? And here we go with the Hangman. See, this is pretty similar to group 2, but it's a little different because there's things. So you might want to look at group 2s. So you have the Hangman as well. So for me, I'm really feeling like you feel stagnant. Just kind of like group 2. Group 2 felt stagnant too. They didn't feel like things weren't moving fast enough. I think for you, you just feel a little bit more stuck, right? I kind of want to pull a couple more cards for you, so I'm going to do that anyway, because we still have a bunch of Oracle cards to get through, but I feel like I want to keep going. Here's the King of Cups. I'm fairly sure this was in group 2 as well. Holy moly, guys. Listen, I think you need to go back to group 2 and take a look at that. So you have the King of Cups here. And so I think, so this King of Cups is like, he's a little bit more like in his energy and really nice and sweet and, you know, someone who will communicate. So this is a little bit different, I have to say, because this deck is a little different than the last deck that I was reading. But he is willing to communicate, right? He's just like a jolly good person. I think you're looking for that happiness, that King of Cups energy from this deck. This deck is like, he's like a very happy person. You know, he's a ruler, you know, he knows how to rule his emotions. He's more about making other people happy. But I also get that feeling of like a people pleaser. So if you're a people pleaser, this message is probably for you. So you got to stop carrying all the weight, and you've got to start asking for help, right? You've got to start being in your own power and your own energy. You know, if you want things to happen, you have to, you know, allow them to happen. Look, what did I say? You're not trapped. You're not stuck. You're not trapped or stuck. This is your choice. This 8 of Swords and the Hangman. My God. And then I had, this is the bottom of the deck here. So not only at first, see, this is how you can change. Like, this is the energy that you need to change to. You need that King of Cups energy, because right here is the 4 of Pentacles, and that's like, okay, maybe financial restraints, but this is what needs to happen, right? The 8 of Pentacles. Like, you need to build up to this King of Cups energy. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not stagnant. You're not stuck. This is something that needs to be built up to. Like, not everybody can have the perfect life. And we all struggle sometimes, and you have to be okay with that. But if you're willing to admit that maybe you're carrying too much of the load, you're doing too much, and you're worrying about other people's feelings instead for your own, which is pretty similar to group 2. I just keep saying that, but just go back and watch group 2. I won't say it again. Yes. if you are really ready to like build a life that you want, you do need to retreat. You need to get out of other people's energy, and you stop doing so much for other people and really start worrying about loving yourself, and not just loving yourself, but showing yourself compassion and showing yourself really good energy. And I'm just going to see if there's any other channel messages before I start pulling out these oracle cards, because group 3, let me tell you, you are not alone. Okay, everybody's going through it right now, so you are not alone. And hopefully these messages will give you some good courage to move forward. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw about your career. First and foremost, are there any other channel messages from the tarot cards that need to be related to group 3, angels, spirits, guides, and guardians, all those from group 3 that are watching? Are there any other messages? Okay, I'm getting a no on that. So angels, spirits, guides, guardians, ancestors, angelic beings, star family of those watching in group 3. What are the messages? What does group 3 need to know about their business, finance, home life? Their business, finance, home life. Oh, you have 2 cards here. So we have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. And then we have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Okay. This is good. So we're actually going to just put these together here. And so I asked the question what you guys needed to know about your career and finance, and that's what came out for you. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So any fear that you're holding on to, I feel like this came out for another group too. Whatever fear you're holding on to, you need to let it go. So if someone lost a job and you're trying to like work overtime and all this stuff, you need to have the courage to realize that like everything you need will come to you. Don't worry about it, right? You just have to be in the right mind space. And like, I'm open to seeing both sides of the story or situation. So when I was talking about, oh, maybe someone lost a job, or maybe you're taking care of your family, like there is a sense of empathy, but that doesn't mean that you have to give all without receiving anything back. Like, you can be empathic without giving all of your energy away, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to pull these cards, and these are the, sorry, I just shook my camera. We're going to be pulling the Angels in Your Biz Oracle deck. This is from Emily Aarons. I really like this deck. I'm just going to use it to find out certain questions. So we're going to base them around these 2 cards right here. The very first card I'm going to pull is going to be what you need. So what does group 3 need in their business, career, home life? Business, financial, career, home life, group 3. What do they need? The first card you have is pivot. And it says, tune into what feels good. Man. If you are overworking yourself or overdoing it in any way, and if it doesn't feel good, it's a stressor. You need to get rid of it. You need to pivot away from it. Okay? That's a good question. So, what does... Oh, no. I dropped the cards to the ground. Guys, if you've watched my videos, like, I know I don't have a ton, but, like, if you watch my videos, you know that my cards like to fly when I shuffle. I'm trying to pick it up, and I have nails, and so it's really hard to pick them up off the ground. And you have 2 that came out too. All right, here I come. I got them. Okay. So this is what do you want? You want integration time. You want time to rest, right? Plan to rest. You're doing too much. Sit down. And the other one is you want some time for inspiration. It's your purpose to shine your light. Right? And in order to shine your light, what do you have to do? You have to withdraw, right? There goes that hermit moment again. Like, you need to withdraw from all these other people that are influencing your life. You need to stop giving your all to everybody, and you need to focus on who? You. You are the most important person. And what did I tell group 2? Other people's opinions of you should not make you happy. Their happiness does not depend on your happiness, or your happiness does not depend on their happiness or perceptions of you. Okay. So how will we progress in this place where we have courage and empathy, and we're taking care of ourselves, and we can have that inspiration, group 3, and we can pivot, group 3? How can we... Group 3, how will you progress? You gotta take a leap of faith, baby. That's that full energy. So feed your fear or your faith. What's it gonna be? Right? The courage is like, what do we need? So obviously you need to feed your courage, not your fear. Right? I love that. And the last but not least, how to make better use of your energy. Right? So instead of giving to everybody and overdoing it, how can you make the best use of your energy right now? How can group 3 make better use of their energy? Simplify. How can this be easy and fun? Look at that. We had, what was that card? Like, did we have the adventure card? No, that was from the other one. But it's true. Simplify. How can this be easy and fun? How can you make your life less complicated? And then the other one that came out is a soulmate client. I think this is more like just in general. Your dream clients are in your heart. So if you're not doing the job that you're wanting to do, there's a job out there for you. And if you own your own business, you need to stop worrying about what's coming. You can't control that. But what you can do is manifest what you want to happen. Make things easier. Make things fun. We need to have courage in our business, financial life, our work life, right? And we need to focus on that soulmate energy. It's not even about the client. Like, not unless you are in a profession where you see clients, right? If you're in a profession that you see clients, then this totally applies to you, because I seem to always attract light workers or like people who work on their own, entrepreneurs. I always seem to attract them. They come to me. So this might be for you if you're one of those people, group number 3. So you might be like a light worker or someone who works where you have a clientele base. And if you do, then you need to stop overthinking, and your clients that you want to show up, or if you need more clientele, they will show up, right? I know I'm kind of all over the place, but there's only 3 groups and I need to be able to make it apply to everybody. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. Let's go ahead, and I want to draw some affirmation cards for you to see what you need to focus on. Remember, this reading is completely timeless. So even if you click back to this about a year from now, it still will be relevant. So let's just go ahead and pull. What is group 3? Need to be aware. Palinque? You guys, I love these locations, but I can't pronounce them. It says, I have a personal relationship with my patron guides. I am the result of love throughout the ages. I am awakened to my own value and purpose. Don't give away your energy, your own value and purpose. What are the affirmations for group 3 for self-awareness. What are the self-awareness affirmations for group 3? What is group 3? Oh, ooh, ooh, Uluru. I believe this is in Australia. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure that that's where this is. And it says, I have power and it is real. I create my destiny. I carry the greatness of my ancestors in my body and my soul. Ooh, I love that for you. Come on, group 3. That's powerful. All right, let's see what else we have for you. What are the affirmations for group 3 for self-awareness? Oh, you have the Temple of Isis of Aswan too. And it says, I'm open to be mothered. I can mother. I can heal my relationships and my life. My body is a miracle and can be healed of imbalance. Stop carrying the weight of others. Are there any more messages in this deck for group 3? No. All right. So Spirit says that there's no more messages here for you. We're going to try and push these up just a little bit so you can see them a little better. I'm so sorry that it's not completely in the screen. I have no idea. Some of these cards are just so big and I can't seem to fit them all on the screen. So I apologize for that, guys. All right. So let's pull numerology cards. We want to know qualities that group 3 is going to focus on going forward. What are the qualities that group 3 need to focus on going forward? What are the qualities that group 3 needs to focus on going forward? The qualities of group 3. What are the qualities of group 3? Oh, I barely even. Leadership. I love that. Taking the lead. What are the qualities? Happy ending. What was the last card that I pulled for you? I have to pull this out because it was the 8 of Pentacles. And I think that there was something in here that was like, here's your wish fulfillment right here. I just have to bring this out because the wish fulfillment, I feel like if you take the lead on your own energy and your own life and value the place where you're at, you will get to the place where you want to be. Oh, I barely, look, cards have been jumping out for you guys. Rebirth. It's time for you to start again, right? We have the Judgment card. This is rebirth for you. You get to start again. You don't have to stay trapped in whatever energy you're in right now because it's no longer relevant for you. You don't need it, right? Group 3, like you just don't need it. So focus on rebirthing. Focus on your abundance. Like I said, if there was any problems with money, someone might have lost their job and you're trying to support people financially, like you focus on your own abundance. Don't worry. Spend it. Give it away. It'll come back to you as long as you have the faith. If you're worried about it, it's not going to come back to you. I always find that if I just purchase things that I want and need and thank the universe, and I thank the universe all day long, every day for everything. I always get what I need. I get the money I need. I get everything that I need to feel confident and abundant. And I think that is a strong message from the universe for you. That you need to feel confident and abundant at all times. Don't worry about the financial stress or strain that you might be under because the universe will always provide to you what you need. What else this group 3 needs to focus on right now? And look at that. Manifestation. So again, you have to keep your mind in a good place. Like I just said to you, right? I literally said, you cannot worry about where the money is coming from. Just do your best. Give what you can. Don't give it all away. But don't worry about the money coming in. Because I believe that the universe will provide to you. You have to live in a state of abundance. In order for you to be happy, you have to be different. You can't be the same. And that's what's coming in for me. I'm going to do one more card here. Is there another message in this deck? Yes. So group 3. What is the message for group 3 going forward? What do they need to focus on? What does group 3 need to focus on going forward? Love. Look at that. So I think this goes really great with that empathy card that we had. So showing empathy and love and care, like, you know, being in a place of like caring and understanding, right? Like everything is supposed to be an equal balance. And you also have to love yourself in order to make sure that you are doing justice to loving another. Take that in your mind for a minute. Do justice to yourself by loving yourself enough to not like wear yourself out or do too much, right? I'm gonna pull a message from Spirit. They look like little postcards. I really love this deck. Look at that. Aren't they cute? This deck is probably going to be a staple in all my readings. Like I want to make sure that everybody knows like this is the best deck ever. What is the message that will uplift group 3? What is the message that group 3 needs to know? All right, I like immediately one like popped out for you. Yours is kind of like a green one. It says, "Dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You're being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with the new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always." So you need to manifest and take care of yourself and relax and dream. And that manifestation is the dreaming, right? So just take a step back and relax and allow yourself to dream and be in flow and in tune and pivot to what feels good in your life and your business and your work and your job. And really focus on being empathetic and passionate and compassionate with your loved ones and help them. And if you're worried about abundance, if you're worried about money, don't worry about it. It's coming to you. Like all these messages are here to let you know that you are okay as long as you're in the right mindset, as long as you really feel about that. And as long as you really feel connected to the divine source, right? Whatever that divine source energy is. And I'm just going to ask your angel spirits, guides, and guardians if there's any other messages in the universe for group 3. I'm getting a no. So I think that completes your reading for tonight. Thank you so much for sticking around. My name is Lilith, Callista Silverkrow. I'm with Love, Nature, and Beyond. That is my business. I am a spiritual soul coach. Obviously I love reading tarot, but I am also a psychic advisor, teacher, mentor. I teach people to be psychic. I have a full class. I also have individual teaching, mentorship. It's a individual teaching, right? I sound like a great teacher. But I have individual mentorship and things like that. So if you're looking for that, I also do coaching. So we look at the shadow self and we go in and we start working with that, just trying to transform it. We use a bunch of different, and I say we because it's you and I as a team if you decide to come work with me. You're going to find all that information down below. You can also get a psychic soul reading where I don't necessarily have to use cards, but I can. I actually just tap into your energy and read your chakras. I also do healing. So I do Reiki. I do 3 different types of Reiki: quantum Reiki, Kundalini Reiki, and also Usui Reiki. So, and I also do angelic healing. And for those of you that don't know, I'm also a witch. There's a lot of stuff for you to check out on my webpage. That's lovenatureandbeyond.com. Make sure to check it out. And if you love this video, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you so much for watching Group 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you guys later. Bye.